That is a good conclusion to draw. I don't think anybody's upset that a lot of y'all are choosing not to approach us anymore. Because I know some of y'all people, some of y'all men, choose to force yourself on women if they decline you. So I'm really glad that a lot of y'all have come to the conclusion to just not approach us. Because I will be honest, I just don't feel bad.
Women told men to stay away from them, and men listened. We've got a video for you here today from Cosmic Verse. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way in, and let's get into it.
Women always ask me, what happened to men today? Great question. What started out as a good thing, encouraging men to respect women, has swung way too far in the opposite direction. Now, a lot of men are terrified of women, so they wait for perfect conditions before making a move. But courage doesn't exist without risk, and women can't respect men who don't risk anything. So as a man, if you want to be seen as confident, you've got to be willing to look stupid, to get rejected, to be misunderstood. So start by taking small risks. Approach women when you're out and about. Initiate plans with them. You'd be surprised how fast it'll work, because women nowadays, they're not turned off by that kind of effort. They're starving for it.
No!
What women demanded was never a good thing. It was not about men respecting women. It was women telling us that they felt safer with bears, that we were dangerous losers who needed to stay away under threat of extreme punishment. I mean, that's not fear, that's just survival.
Fuck him, feed him, leave him alone. You guys are actually crying because men don't approach you anymore. Do you want to know why they don't approach you anymore, Karen? Because if they approach you, he's a predator. And if he hits on you, oh my God, SA. Not to mention the fact that you guys catfish yourselves with 20 pounds of fucking makeup and your personality. So when he actually feels something, you show your fucking things and your psycho side. The amount of false accusations where pro basketball players and just random men in general have actually had their lives ruined because of shit like this, with the false fucking claims, that is why men are not approaching you.
Modern women love to downplay the severity of a false claim because the aftermath barely affects them. They act like it's no big deal, while the man's life, regardless of how much evidence he has to prove his innocence, will get ruined by a spiteful woman for no reason.
That is why men are not talking to you. It has nothing to do with your looks per se. You can be the most beautiful girl in the room, and they would probably be dying to talk to you. And then they're going through a list in their head of everything you could do to fucking ruin their lives. And the last thing they need over their head is to be accused of shit that they didn't do. That is why they are not approaching you. Do better.
Even though she's telling the truth, modern women will always deny that truth if it means that they can just blindly assume that they know how men think. They don't want to listen and they don't want things to change. They just want to be told that they are right.
So I'm packing to go home tomorrow and took a break and saw this video clip of a guy saying women are not properly signaling to men that we are available to approach. And like back in the day, they used to drop their handkerchief, however you say it. And in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, so it's back on us now. In my mind, if I drop my handkerchief, then I have to bend down and pick it up, and then I have to sanitize my hands, and then I need to go find Kleenex, and then I have to go home and wash my handkerchief. Can't you just like come up and say hi? Why? That takes way less effort. I'm tired. Just come up and say hi.
We can all see why she'd be exhausted. It's truly exhausting work to sit around and expect men to do all of the work while she does quite literally nothing. And it's that obvious laziness and entitlement that's just going to motivate men to keep away from her exhausting work.
This is a public service announcement for white men. It is okay to approach a Latina at the bar.
That part, yep.
It is okay to like a Latina. We are equals. We are pretty people. We are also equal to the blondes at the bar.
Even better.
Even better, maybe. I don't want to.
It's not surprising that these women are trying to bring race into the problem of why men aren't approaching them. It has nothing to do with their Hispanic heritage and everything to do with the fact that the men that they want are not interested in them. But that's impossible for them to accept.
I don't want to perhaps.
Don't quote me on it, but
please, it is okay to approach a Latina at the bar. It is okay.
We will talk to you.
We will talk to you. It is okay. I promise. It is okay. Please approach us. We are all one. We are begging.
We're begging.
We're on our hands and knees. Please approach us.
I'm on my knees.
Like, what the fuck?
The funny thing is, even if a dude saw this video and approached these women at the bar, they would be disgusted with him for not being attractive enough, and in response, that dude should show the video to them and see how they react. I'm sure it would be civilized and not violent at all.
If you ever thought that you were never approached by men because they were too scared of you, you actually might have been right. Because I heard that men don't approach women that they're truly, seriously interested in if they're not in a position where they can take care of them. Like, they don't have a stable job, they don't have enough money, they don't think that they can take you out on enough dates, they don't think that they can treat you the way that they would want to treat you. So they stay away and they don't try to get with you. Because, you ever feel like you know someone likes you, but you're just they're not doing anything. And you just know this person likes you, right?
If you claim to know something but you have no evidence to back it up, you've done no research to confirm it, and you're not willing to do that research, then you don't know that dude likes you. You're making an assumption and blaming men for it.
But they haven't made any advances. This could be why. No, I'm not trying to feed anyone's delusions, but it's better to be delusional in a good way than a bad way. So the next time that a guy that you like doesn't approach you, doesn't talk to you, doesn't reach out to you first, just think about that.
It's literally impossible for a modern woman to be delusional in a quote-unquote good way. She just wants the entire planet to do the work for her, because going up to a dude who she knows likes her and talking to him is far too much effort for the likes of her, of course.
The men of TikTok, you guys are hilarious. Natural born comedians. And I love reading your comments from the previous video that I posted. And in said video, I asked the men of TikTok for help and advice on what I could say if I wanted to approach a man and what's a good opening line. The comments did not disappoint. The popular response that I received, far and away, was easily just go up to a man and say hi. Apparently men are simple creatures like that. You just got to approach them and say, hey. But my question to you, men of TikTok, does that not come across as weird or desperate? Anyways, I'm going out today and I'm going to test out your theory. I'm just going to go up to a man and just talk to him and say, hey.
Women like this put in far too much thought into this whole idea of approaching men. Men should be the ones to approach, in my opinion. I mean, I don't want women to approach because generally they are the masculine-ass, horrible ones who have been with a bunch of dudes. But here's the problem. Why in the hell would a man approach a modern woman? There is so much risk associated with doing that. You can catch a court case, you can ruin your life, she can mock you and socially ostracize you, and the women these days, guys, are hardly ever worth approaching.
Top reasons why men aren't approaching women in 2025. For one, low testosterone levels. Men's testosterone levels are the lowest they've ever been because of diet, exercise, all these factors, not living healthy lifestyles. And testosterone is what gets men to be motivated to go and ask a girl out. Two is dating apps. Dating apps has made it way too easy for men to think that they have access to women. It gives them this false hope, and it makes it so easy for them to just go on their phone and take the easy way out.
The only men who have high success with dating apps are the exact same men who can get almost any woman they want. This has nothing to do with dating apps and everything to do with modern women literally telling men to never approach them anymore.
Is consuming too much online adult content. It is getting really scary when men just go on their phones and can instantly have access to all sorts of material. Why would they even go out and court a girl if they don't need to? Honestly, girls do not make this any easier. Girls are not approachable. Men are terrified of being called creeps or making a girl uncomfortable, so a lot of them just don't do it.
She does have some good points about consuming adult content, I'll give her that, but everything else is off the rails. Men are not afraid to approach modern women. Modern women turned it all into a massive battlefield that is not worth crossing for men, and there was no point to that at all.
It's always so funny to me when men make videos about not approaching women anymore, or they're like, oh, they'll always think you're creepy, or if you're not attractive, they'll think you're creepy. These are the discussions men are having around approaching women. And I'm like, I really do not care. I really don't give a fuck if women think you're creepy only if you're not attracted to them. Us women have bigger fish to fry, okay?
If modern women supposedly have bigger fish to fry, then why is it that modern women have nothing better to do than go online and complain about how the vast majority of men on the planet are either creepy, dusty, broke, or some kind of a violent felon? What exactly are these bigger fish?
Some of us are unalived because we're not attractive enough, or we say no, or we didn't respond the way that a man wanted us to. Like, I just can't get myself to feel any compassion for men that are like, oh, we just can't approach women anymore. They just think we're creepy, especially if we're ugly. Like, okay. But honestly, to some of you men, I'm proud of you. Because the conclusion you came to was, you know what, I'm just not gonna approach women anymore.
She has no idea that what she said is one of the exact reasons why men stopped approaching. Women like this take the crimes of a select group of men and then accuse the entire male population of taking the lives of women based on literally zero evidence at all.
That is a good conclusion to draw. I don't think anybody's upset that a lot of y'all are choosing not to approach us anymore. Because I know some of y'all people, some of y'all men, choose to force yourself on women if they decline you. So I'm really glad that a lot of y'all have come to the conclusion to just not approach us. Because I will be honest, I just don't feel bad. I just don't feel bad that men are rejected. I just don't feel bad if men are called creeps. I just don't feel bad if men think they're unattractive and they think that's why they're being declined. Like, you could have that discussion amongst yourselves, men, and keep coming to the conclusion of just don't approach us. I think y'all are doing a pretty good job. But don't expect us to feel bad for you.
Men didn't come to the conclusion to stop approaching women because they think that we're creepy. We stopped approaching modern women because they told us to stop approaching them, and now we're all violent psychopaths, right? We've literally said this 100 times.
Okay, so I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers yesterday, Maya Galore, and she does all things beauty, lifestyle, fashion, that kind of stuff, right? In her vlog, she talked about how she feels the men of this generation are just scared to approach her. Obviously she's successful. She presents herself very classy, very rich, luxury. That's the aesthetic that she has. And she recently went out with her friend. I think they went to some bar to like watch a football game or something. And she noticed so many men were staring at her. But none of them were bold enough to actually come over and approach her or come over and talk.
Those men were not staring at her in the slightest. Those guys may have looked at her once, but they were busy minding their own business and watching the football game. These men weren't scared to approach them. They didn't see the point, but that's only because there wasn't one. But anyway, guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Click this video that's up on the screen now if you want to see more. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.